Hey, what's up guys? I'm making another vinyl video here and continuing through my black metal collection. We're now on the letter D. So let's start with one of my favorite black metal bands from Sweden, and that is Dark Funeral. Now, this is their first album, and it was recorded in Abyss Studios with Peter Tägtgren. Cover artwork for this album was done by Necrolord, a famous Swedish artist, and he does artwork for a lot of really awesome releases like Emperor Nocturnal Mortem and Testor, Dissection. He's been all over. So this pressing came on a gatefold. So there's some artwork there in the inside. And lyrics. Now this album came out in '95, and yes, what I like about this particular pressing, this one is by Osmose, and they put this out in 2021, and it is on blue, transparent blue marble, actually. So there's the final side A with the band at that time. This is my favorite Dark Funeral album that has ever been released, with their original vocalist Themgoroth. He only appears on this album and the self-titled and debut EP, just called Dark Funeral, and he's also on the In the Sign EP that they put out, which is basically the self-titled EP with some bonus tracks. So this pressing, Osmose was kind enough to issue it with a huge poster of the cover artwork, and I'm all about that because I love Necrolord's art. So this thing is absolutely huge, so I hope I can get it all in the shot, but I'll show you. Yeah, absolutely huge. So the next release is also Dark Funeral. This is their next album, where they had their most famous vocalist as of yet join the band, Emperor Magus Caligula, which is actually, his real name is Massa Broberg, and he was the original vocalist for Swedish death metal band Hypocrisy. He did the lead vocals for Hypocrisy for their first two albums, Penetralia and the one after that. So, and this is a gatefold, so some cool pictures. And then another little picture here, and some lyrics. And then the back of the album, song titles and the band. This particular pressing comes with 4 live tracks, and honestly, like, I'm not a fan. I don't like live tracks. This also comes with a huge poster. Is the size of 4 LP covers. So the next album was their third release. This came out in 2001. What I like about this particular pressing by Osmos, they released this in 2021, and it comes with the bonus Teach Children to Worship Satan EP, and the other side of that LP is like 3 live tracks, live in South America from 2003. I'm not a fan of that. I don't think I've even listened to those since getting this. But yes, on this album, they had their drummer, Matt Modin, right here. He is actually the ex-drummer of a Swedish death metal band called Defleshed. And he joined the band for this album, sorry. So inside the gatefold, you got lyrics, and then a nice group shot of the band with the album credits of where it was recorded and what not. Here's the next album, Adora Totus Sanctus. And this is another album with Matt Modin playing drums. So here's the inside with some photos. And each of these Osmos pressings actually has an interview with the guitarist Lord Ahriman, who gives you a little bit of history of what was going on at the time of that particular album's release, and some relative history of Dark Funeral, how it ties in. So this album, Adora, came out in 2005. Their next album is the last one to feature vocalist Emperor Magus Caligula, and it came out in 2009. Angelus Exoro Pro Eternus. This album, Matt Modin was gone as the drummer, and they had Dominator come in to play drums on it, as well as a dude named B-Force played bass on it. It's also, I believe, the first album that Chak Moll, their second guitarist, came in on. No, sorry, he came on the previous album. That was his first album with the band. So yeah, that was the front, back, and then the inside. It's got lyrics, an interview with Ahriman, and a nice nice collage there with a few pictures of the band. Pretty cool. So the next album was the first to feature their new vocalist, and they also got Necrolord to do the artwork for this one as well. The new vocalist's name is Helgermadar. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's not his real name, obviously. It's a stage name, so I don't know why he chose something that's so difficult to pronounce. So there's lyrics, and then some artwork. This one came out in 2016. And the last album I have by them is their newest album. And that came out in 2022. It is We Are the Apocalypse, is what it's called.